At this point, we'll be switching gears to talk about Rivers State, where, of course, the Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara may be considering his stance after meeting President Bola Tinubu in London. Now, we also understand that, of course, there has been tension as regards what next, you know, when it comes to the state of emergency declaration in the state. Well, joining me right now to discuss this and more is Dr. Oji Darlington, is the former special advisor on political affairs and strategy to the Rivers State Governor. Thank you for your time, sir. All right, if you can hear me, Dr. Darlington, let me first ask your reaction to what Nigerians woke up to in Delta State, where the governor of Delta and his cabinet have defected to the All Progressives Congress. Did you see that coming?
It's a privilege to lend my voice on the recent development in the politics and polity of Nigeria today. It came as, for me, as a surprise when I saw that news flash that Sheriff and the members of his team have defected to the APC, even though the governor has said that he's going to make an official statement on Monday. But it's very clear, we understand the trend, we understand where he's going. But again, it is within his right to make decision on behalf of his people. If he feels that with what is happening in Nigerian politics today, that the best place for him to pursue his political dreams is in the APC, so be it. He has the constitutional power to decide on where to be. After all, simple describe as a political party as a vehicle that will drive you to your destination. In this case, you know, he's a first-time governor. Maybe he has looked at all his permutations. I'm not in his cabinet. I'm not in his mind. I want to understand. But with what we have seen, one thing to ask as a question is that, does he have the right? Is it within his constitutional right to make such a decision? And the answer is yes. And I think that he took the necessary steps by consulting the stakeholders and the leaders of their party at the state level. And from all indications, it seems that they all have agreed to throw in the towel into PDP and move on with their political life in APC.
But do you also think that this might, in a way, be unconnected with what is happening in Rivers State, this decision?
Well, I don't think it is correct to say it's going to be it's either connected, because I watched your last guest when he said clearly that it has nothing to do with what is happening in Rivers State. So let us believe him until when the governor speaks to us on Monday and deduce the reasons why he has taken that decision, that will begin to read minutes into it. So for me, like I said, I'm not a member of their cabinet. I don't work with them. And I don't know the actual reason of that decision, but the governor said he will speak to Nigerians on Monday, and we will wait on Monday.
Let's bring it to Rivers State now, where we understand that the governor, you know, had a meeting with President Bola Tinubu in London, which of course is not unconnected to the state of emergency declaration and the politics in Rivers State. For many Nigerians, they'll say the governor right now is between the deep blue sea and a hard place. What do you make of Governor Siminalayi Fubara and maybe his political situation at the moment?
Well, let me say very clearly that the declaration that was made by His Excellency the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, came as a shocker to the people of Rivers State. It was not expected, but again, he's a father who sits on top of the throne and who sees more than me and you, even as an interviewer. But again, we are here with the state of emergency as a reality. And we are working on it. Rivers people took a decision to elect His Excellency the Governor of Rivers State through the ballot. And it is in the history of Rivers State that Siminalayi Fubara is the only governor in the history that won the 23 local government over 23 in the history of governorship election in Rivers State. But we have found ourselves in this predicament that was orchestrated by men, and all we need to pray is how to work out of it so that governance will return back to the people of Rivers State. Because what is happening here is not what we bargained for. We didn't bid for it. The so-called sole administrator that is in Rivers State he doesn't have our mandate, and the way he's carrying himself shows clearly that he's here on a different mission. So for us, if the president met with the governor, remember, he's the president of Nigeria, and the governor is the governor of Rivers State. They have right to meet and, plan and discuss a way forward for both Rivers State and Nigeria as a nation. I don't think it's out of place for a president to meet with a governor.
I mean, you said something that the sole administrator of who is currently running the state, the way he seems to carry himself sort of reflects that there is more to his agenda than what we are seeing. What do you mean by that?
If you listen to the declaration made by His Excellency the President on that fateful 18th evening, he said that he's appointing a sole administrator to come and settle the scores, political scores in Rivers State. And my brother, you know, Section 305 of the Constitution does not permit the president to suspend an duly elected governor. But let's say he was not properly briefed and that decision was taken. Now, they appointed a man who, unquote, is supposed to be taking, is supposed to maintain peace and order in the state. But the man has come to suspend all the structures of government, including constitutionally backed parastatals and ministries. Take, for instance, RESEC, as the River State Electoral Commission, as the members, the chairman and members of that commission, has a 5-year term. We inherited it in this government because they were appointed by the last administration headed by the FCT minister currently. And this man has come here to dissolve them and set up a team. Now, Local Government Civil Service Commission, he has dissolved and set up a team, including River State Traditional Rulers Council, that is apolitical. He has dissolved. The question is, if you actually came to make peace, you are dissolving and you are appointing. Take note that it's not from River State. He does not understand the political gimmicks in River State. And he's collecting names. Look at the local government. He appointed 23 sole administrators. Where did he get the names? Who did he consult to dissolve the the Traditional Rulers Council? Why on earth? Where did he derive his power to dissolve RESEC or Local Government Civil Service Commission? Maybe one day he will appoint commissioners. Maybe one day he will come to contest election. That's why I said he's carrying himself like an elected governor in the state, which he doesn't have the backing. He doesn't have the authority of Rivers people. We didn't vote for him. He does not have our mandate to take decision. That's why I've said, at the appropriate time, he will account for all resources of Rivers people that he's spending unlawfully.
All right, we'll definitely come back to that. Dr. Oji Darlington, former special advisor on political affairs and strategy to the Rivers State governor. But at this point, we'll go on a quick break. Once we return, we'll definitely dive deeper into these issues. Stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on News Central Television. And I still have my guest with me, Dr. Oji Darlington, the former special advisor on political affairs and strategy to the Rivers State governor. Thank you for staying with me, sir. Now, let's talk about the visit of Governor Siminalayi Fubara to the president in London. There are some political speculators that are pointing that maybe this could just be a signal to Governor Siminalayi Fubara defecting. Do you think this could be the case?
Well, politics is about permutation, calculation, alignment, and realignment. And because of the situation we find ourselves, people are allowed to read meanings to what they call political body language. For me, the governor has not addressed us on any issue of defection. But again, the day we decided to vote His Excellency the Governor through the ballot box is the day we have given him the authority and mandate to take decision on behalf of our people. And again, you will agree with me that Rivers State has always been at the center because of the unique nature of our state. Yes, I'm not holding brief for His Excellency the Governor. But if the permutations and feelings of the people are correct, so be it. Politics is about, making sure that the dividend of democracy is being brought to your people. Developments are being attracted and opportunities will be given to the youths to be gainfully employed so that the restiveness will be reduced to its barest minimum. So for me, what is actually happening now is permutations, calculations of our people, reading meanings, meeting with.
Well, I just want to ask, because of people that have invested their time, their resources, their personalities in support of Mr. Governor in these trying times. Should that happen, should a defection, for instance, happen from the PDP to the APC by the governor, what impact do you think this will have on the residents of Rivers State, particularly supporters?
I've told you here that if the governor decides to do that, the governor will speak to his people, knowing that we gave him our mandate, like I said, to take decision on behalf of our people. I will have no regret, and I will not question it if the governor so decide that that is the best options for Rivers people. Now, like I told you, he sees more than me. He knows the political terrain more than me, and he understands what will be best for the interests of Rivers people. So if that is where he has decided, at the end of the day, it will be made known to us. So let us not dwell on speculations and begin to, kill ourselves or bother ourselves with a mere body language speculations, rumors that are flying up and down. Let us be patient. But like I can tell you for free, the governor has my own mandate. He has the authority to take decision on my behalf. And if he so decide, my brother, therefore, I will not ask question. And it will have no negative effect on the people of Rivers State. Because he is already working for the people. And that is why you can see the organic support and love that has been exhibited by Rivers people and the level of followership he has. So if he decides to do that, he will address us. And we will wholeheartedly join him on that journey. Because I know that any decision he will take will be of the best interest of Rivers people. But whether it will have a negative effect, the answer is no. It will not. Or rather, it will put us on a better light to have more negotiation, to drag more dividend of democracy and attract more development from the center. That is what a good politician will do, is to look at what will be of the best interest for his people and key in so that our people will celebrate.
All right, just before I let you go, 30 seconds. With what is happening in Rivers State right now, what does this reflect of the influence of the immediate past governor of the state, who is now the minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike?
Can you please come again? I didn't get you clear, please.
The role of the immediate past governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, who is now the minister of the FCT, his role in all of this, the political landscape in Rivers State and with the recent development.
I get you very clearly now. It's unfortunate that people do not practice what they preach. In 2019 general election, when Obaseki wanted to come back for second tenure, I was in the crew because then I was the spokesman of PDP, Rivers State, that fought against godfatherism and make sure that Obaseki will stand his ground with the PDP people and the those state people against the imposition that Senator Adams Osemole wanted to make on the people at that time. And if that is correct, we have learned that godfatherism will not work in Rivers State. And there is no amount of intimidation because we are not a conquered people. We are not a conquered nation. A lot of persons have led Rivers State in the past, and they all had their shot for 8 years uninterruptedly. So His Excellency the Governor will also have. But again, you cannot rule out ups and downs in political circle. What the former governor is doing is still politics, like I can refer to it as. But again, the Rivers people have taken position. We will stand by the governor. We will be with the governor. Intimidations will come. They are normal things.
Okay.
Harassment. Don't pop charges. But we are resolute. So don't bother about what you see. I want you to come yourself and find out from the average market woman, the average man on the street, what has the emergence of His Excellency the Governor done to the people of Rivers State.
All right.
Don't forget that this is a man that is 2 years going, constructed over 45 roads.
Dr. Oji Darlington, I'm afraid we need to go.
Across the 23 local governments in Rivers State, yet without a borrowing of any kind. So we believe in him. He has been prudent in managing the resources of our
Dr. Darlington, thank you so much.
Don't worry.
Thank you so much for your time. Dr. Oji Darlington, former Special Advisor on Political Affairs and Strategy to the Rivers State Governor. It's been a pleasure, sir. Thank you for your time.